Islanders only come away with 2 points, beating the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they seem to run out of gas there in the third period.
I really thought they would, and I was kind of hoping they would play 500 hockey at home with 3 really tough opponents and 3 games in 4 nights. Washington Capitals come in here, a well-rested hockey team. I knew it was going to be a tough game, not only from a conditioning standpoint, and I'm not suggesting the Islanders aren't in good shape, just from the emotional and the energetic output from last night's game. It was going to be tough to recoup. And then the Islanders played a good game for 2 periods, but you could see as the game wore on, especially in the third period, the legs were starting to get a little shorter.
You know, Jennifer Bottrell made a great point during the broadcast. Each period was really a different hockey game. The first period, free-flowing, wide open, a lot of chances. Second period, not a lot of action, not a lot of shots on goal. Then in the third, it was about the special teams, but we start chronologically back in the first period with a strange goal, a goal that looked offside at first. Tom Kuhnhackl, a very casual 1-0 lead he placed for the Islanders.
Well, he made a terrific play. He made sure that he stayed on side as he took a little look to see where his teammate was, Leo Komarov. Beautiful interception by Kuhnhackl as he's just coming off the bench on a change. Well, pretty casual move, but it was a great move, and perhaps that's what he was trying to do as we take a little look at the offside call. No offside though, and then just great anticipation, but takes a look, makes sure, lifts the leg up and puts it right upstairs over the glove of Hopi. Perhaps he was trying to lull him to sleep, Brendan, I'm not sure, but gave the Islanders a 1-0 lead.
First goal since the 13th of November for his 4th goal of the season. He hasn't played the last 2 since Andrew Ladd came back in the lineup, but Ladd with a healthy scratch tonight. Kuhnhackl comes in and scores quite quickly. That was just 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the first period. Kind of a stalemate in the second period, and then in the third, the Capitals down 1-0. They were able to score 3 goals, including 2 in a minute and 8 seconds, aided by a power play.
And that just really kick-started their offense, and they probably grew with a little bit of confidence because the Islanders have done a pretty good job at limiting them to many opportunities. And really, it wasn't a clean goal. It was the Washington Capitals, I thought, tonight scored a couple of goals that were a little bit of luck going their way.
It started with a Jacob Vrana goal that got the scoring even in the third period as Vrana, this is just 3 minutes and 26 seconds into the frame.
Well, the defenseman Kepney just heads towards the net and does the smart thing, throws it towards the net, and the puck bounces straight out to Vrana. And the thing to watch for, and there's the interference call. Backstrom goes inside, Lee goes outside. I mean, to me, that's just a collision and leaves a little stronger guy in that situation. And then the real lucky goal, great hand-eye coordination by Ovechkin to hit it originally, and then it goes off the top of the stick of Johnny Boychuk. So really tough luck there for the Islanders. So they played well enough, and then the bad exchange, and didn't really matter all that much as the Islanders were in deep trouble at that point in time.
TJ Oshie got credit for that goal, but these are the 2 that won the game in 1 minute and 8 seconds in that third period. Vrana gets his 19th, and Alexander Ovechkin gets his 45th of the season, setting an NHL record. First player in NHL history with 10 seasons of 45-plus goals. That one was not his prettiest, but it's effective. It goes down as the game-winning goal.
Well, it's impressive, Brendan, because you look for consistency in a hockey player, and Ovechkin's been that kind of player. He's been criticized at different times for his career for not being that 200-foot player, but one thing he's always done for his team is he's scored goals on the power play 5-on-5. So he's done his job in most situations, and through the years he learned to play the 200-foot game. He learned to block shots. He learned that defense is just as important, and it'll win him a Stanley Cup. And lo and behold, he found his way to Lord Stanley last year.
And Barry Trotz helped him out with a lot of those things in those 4 years that they had together. We talked about the gauntlet of a schedule that the Islanders had this week. How about next week, though? If you want to talk about games that you need to win, you've got 4 games against 2 teams, both of them out of the playoffs, including Ottawa, last place in the National Hockey League.
And I think that really will set up the tail end of the schedule for the Islanders, how they do in these next 4 games, because not taking anything away from either one of the Flyers or the Ottawa teams, but it certainly is 4 games that the Islanders could win, and if they could sweep that 4-game series, probably maintain first place and probably look like to have a stranglehold on the playoff spot. So it doesn't get easier as the season goes on, but certainly this is a part of the schedule where the Islanders, in my opinion, can take advantage.